then I evolved the shiny ones. I evolved one shiny of each one because like since I didn't trade them, it costs 200 coins to evolve one. Or I mean 200 candies.
I see.
So I now have 3 shiny Shellments, and I think I have more than 3 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it 6? I counted that too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I have 5 shiny Cellments, and how many Karablasts do I have? 1.
Fly like the wind.
So for Karablasts, I have 1, 2. Oh, I only have 2 shiny Karablasts. I thought I had more than that. Gotta feed my pussycat. Whoa, whoa, pussycat. I've been lazy not feeding my Pokemon, so it's gonna take forever to make him into my great buddy.
I gotta walk to Fort Tree, then that's fine.
I am surprised my Pokemon have not been knocked from Froska. Froska's a hot spot.
Is it?
Yeah, it's usually being fought over by, what is it, the red and blue team? Cause like right before we left the park and the guy got me up home, I took over both ships. Like, I don't want to see blue, so I took him down.
Yeah.
Alright. Hey, Brett. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Alright.
Okay.
Have a good one. Oops, didn't want to go with that.
Oh, Poochyena.
Yeah, I don't want to go into the fucking... Hey, wrong way.
Ah, man. I can't wait for you to get Blaziken. Blaziken's really good in Ruby and Sapphire. Cause I know my mind, I reckon the piece of shit I'll fucking double kick. Double kick was really useful.
I would have had him if I wasn't neglecting him. he was better. Mine is garbage.
What's wrong with yours?
Just doesn't have good moves.
Time to go some raptor hunting. I don't
just
know why,
wasn't-
but some odd reason, Brett, it feels like Rise is more enjoyable on console than it was on the Switch.
I mean, most games are for me, unless it's RPGs, turn-based wise. But yes, I agree.
Yeah, like RPGs are like hand in hand when it comes to Nintendo handhelds. I know there's a lot of RPGs that we played back on the GBA DS and the 3DS. That were just amazing.
3DS. Oh yeah, yeah. Like Monster Hunter is too extensive, combat heavy, and it's unless you're playing it with a controller, the Joy-Cons suck. But the Switch
I
also
barely
just
use the
Mhm.
Joy-Cons on the Switch. I barely use them unless I'm playing in handheld mode. But even then, they're connected to the Switch. I barely
Yeah,
use
same.
Bro,
Oh, I
what's that
can't-
thing called? That comes with the Switch where you put the Joy-Cons on there and it imitates a controller. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I have that. It's that controller. It's the weird controller that has Joy-Con slots. I don't know.
Yeah. Like even then, I barely use that to use my Joy-Cons unless I have to. Like the very few times my Pro controller might be dead.
Yeah.
But otherwise, if I have the Switch connected to the TV, I'm using the controller.
Yeah, I have that too. I don't like it. I don't. Just that thing does not feel comfortable in my hands. I'm
Yeah.
using the Pro controller now to play this, and it's just amazing.
Oh no, fact, I didn't know this on my old phone. You're actually able to connect the Pro controller to your mobile phone and use it as a controller.
That's cool. Yeah, if you know what you're doing with Bluetooth, yes, you can connect controllers to your phone. Yep, this is just plug and play with the plug cable, and it's not
Yeah.
like short ass. It's not it's right next to me too, but it's not like uncomfortable like a PS4 or PS3's cable was. This is a lot more comfortable for me because the cable's longer for one, but in general, I don't have to worry about charging it ever, which is why I don't really connect via Bluetooth much. I prefer it if I had a cable that was long enough, but when it comes to like controllers that could survive long enough and actually make use of it, like the main consoles, PS5 and all that, like then that's fine. But I usually Bluetooth dies on me so fucking fast. Controllers, my PS3 controller can't even do anything without the cable connected. It dies in seconds.
That's
I
how
hate
it
it.
was on the PS4 before it died. I constantly had to have the controller connected, or else the controller would just disconnect.
And the problem with PS...
The controller
for
can no
me-
longer charge.
Yeah, for me, the PS3 also never worked Bluetooth on computer. I always had it connected to a cable. It sucked. So the PS3 was never a fun thing for me to use. I always preferred PS5, PS4. Even now, the PS5 controller is better than that. So when I use PS controller on a computer, if I were to, it'd be PS5 now. Which, it's amazing just connecting that straight Bluetooth, yeah. And it's more easier than the 360s, because 360 had an entire fucking cable that you needed that imitated the receiver. You know what I mean? The thing that the Xbox had.
Yeah.
You couldn't just connect it. You needed a receiver. The PlayStation controllers don't.
Yeah, that's why I think what is it, because I usually, back in the day, I would get those $20, $25 cheap ass, what is it, cable controllers for the 360.
Same,
Because,
I have
like,
one myself.
Because it was kind of pricey to like always be getting batteries for the actual controller.
Yeah.
I think what is it that those had no issue connecting to the
No.
computer to play with
Nope.
Steam.
Because I have one that takes both, and it works somewhat. The cable's a bit finicky as it doesn't sit very well, because the controller feels very shitty. It doesn't feel as good as the normal. But yeah, it is an actual Xbox controller that I bought specifically with both in case. But I predominantly use the cable because the batteries are just so outdated. I don't like batteries.
I do not understand why. I think even now the latest Xbox controllers still require
Batteries.
batteries.
My Xbox One does. I don't know. I don't own the other one. But all my Xbox controller one does.
Which which I wonder, like, look at me, it's like, why, after all this time, you're still having to use batteries?
Yeah, I know. And I'm not a fan of my control charge battery /1. It's actually very finicky when connecting. Again, it's better with the cable connected, and it fucks up when it's disconnected, and it's just not great in general. The other controllers I have for the Xbox are far better than it. It's still a main brand Xbox controller. It just doesn't fucking work as good for some reason, even on the computer. It just disconnects. That's why I don't use it. That's what I had because it was more consistent than PS5, PS4, because I had to use a program to frickin' swap around shit. Since it's Xbox, it connects better directly in some cases where I don't have to map shit in a lot of cases. Motion Joy was the program I had to use the stupid map buttons on every fucking game I tried to do, whether it was an MMO online or a fucking ISO downloaded game. It's just like, fucking PSO, DBO, those were nightmares getting going with controllers. DBO specifically because that's an actual MMO that doesn't have really controller support. You know, I mean, it's a keyboard, it's WASD. It's one of those games. Like PSO, you can play with a controller fine. DBO is an MMO through and through. Trying to play that with a controller at the time was a nightmare. I got it working, but it was still like, you're limited buttons, but I had to use a program to map it all on Xbox, and that's why I don't like using that shit now. That's why I like using this controller on my fucking Analog Pocket. Just connects right to it. Also, the Analog Pocket is so convenient also because I don't have to use my DS, which I have to fucking have a cable attached to the headphone jack to transmit audio. And the audio, if you go watch my first couple videos, the audio is significantly worse. And it's like, anytime you hear the headphone jack fuck up, the static. Yeah, no. You'll hear that. And it's just so annoying. I'm so glad for this Analog Pocket, as expensive as it was. Worth it. I've been wanting to have like that Game Boy feeling again in bed. With a modern system that actually has a big ass screen. Thank you. Also, that was another reason why I stopped using the DS and looked for this. It's like, that screen though, it is so bad. I don't know how we did it. Don't even get me started on the non-backlit shit that you couldn't even see if it was too bright out, but yet you needed light to see it anyway. So here I am hanging off the edge of my couch trying to play under a lamp. That or have a worm light or the magnifying glass extension, because yes, I had both. I don't know where they are. I've had like so many worm lights and they're all like different colors. I remember like my predominant one was like purple.
I remember using your purple one when you first got it.
Yep, I don't know where any of those went. Any of those went. Probably in the trash. Because I know my mom and dad bought me multiple worm lights over the years, so I know they weren't probably the best. Nintendo really didn't know what to do.
Cause I know when it came to like, stuff for like back in the day. From like the secondhand store, my mom bought me this big ass old machine that's meant to like recharge batteries. And I used to she got so sick and tired every time we went to like the grocery store, Ma, and me saying Spanish, can I get some batteries? Knowing full well they were for the Game Boy Advance. And even like, I forget how we found it, but like I had like a little like Game Boy Advance sensory that was it imitated a battery pack. So you clipped into the back of the Game Boy Advance, and it imitated like batteries being in there, and had like a little cable attached to it. You just plug it into the wall, you played it that way.
I've heard of that extension. I never had that.
I remember I lost the battery thing, but I still had the cable that was meant to go to the battery pack. Like, I don't know if you remember the CD player I had back in high school, that little blue one. I found it recently and it had the cable attached to it. I'm like, what do I have? Like, I don't know what it was called, but the CD player had like a little slot where I could like plug in that cable and literally just play my CD player off the wall with the plug-in.
Huh. Interesting.
other thing that sucks though is I never knew what my stepdad did with your old GBA took from me.
Hmm.
Because like even when I came down here, I pretty much threw away more half of his stuff. Never found it. Don't know what the hell he did with it. Don't know if he tossed it or kept it somewhere else. We just can't find it.
Yeah. That way. There we go. It's flipped that way. I need it to flip that way. I need it to flip the other way. Why am I derping this way? So I know, because that needs to flip again to go down. I need to get around to push that. That needs to be again once more. I need to push it for once more. Why? There we go. No. There we go. I was like, I knew I needed to push it once more, but why wasn't it working there? Why did that take a sure amount of time? I knew what I had to do, but I was just like, it didn't work when I was trying it. I don't know why I was derping there. It's such an obvious puzzle, and I'm so bad at simple things.
Thank you.
for the hydrate. I had to go downstairs and cuddle with my little one. Oh, I got to stretch. Hurting my lower back. Occasionally I feel pain like
Yeah, we're getting old.
glad that's not consistent. Mm. Ah. I love snot. Mm. Ow. Ha. Fuck am I doing? Where I'm coughing from. Most of the time it's gunk in my throat, saliva and fucking mucus. Like I said, my smoker's cough isn't even that bad. If I have one. However, the fried rice in my stomach didn't agree with me earlier. So probably remains of gunk in my throat from throwing up.
How is the fried rice in Pennsylvania? Is it better or worse than over here?
I wouldn't know. I would need a comparison. It tastes somewhat fine to me. I wouldn't know. It's been a while. I definitely don't eat it as much. I'll have like a couple bowls and barely finish it. I just don't know if my stomach's the same, but I think it's the same. I don't know. I would have to eat them both. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know why fried rice sometimes acts me up. Not always, sometimes, but it's the next day. I usually just don't feel good from it, and eventually drinking water, which is what did it earlier, and it makes it come up. It's always been water. Like, I'll have something the prior day, and eventually it'll sit in my stomach and then churn after a while, and then I'll drink a bottle, like a bit of water, and then it'll just come up out of me out of nowhere. Like, I've been drinking on and off my fucking coffee, and that hasn't done shit in terms of making me puke. The moment I have that water, though, boom. Just every time I've thrown up from food, because I know it's food because I can see it in it, but it's the water mix chain reaction that what really causes the rest of, because that's what happened earlier. I was like, oh no, I don't feel good. I just drank water and wah, dipped. My stomach was hurting, and then I don't know what happened. But yeah, I can still taste it. At least it wasn't violent. I wasn't sweating that bad, but it yeah. I just don't know why didn't feel good earlier. I don't know where that came from. It was the fried rice, sure, but why is it generally that? I've noticed the fried rice just makes me sick now. I don't know if it's the chicken or the rice. Or just my bad eating. would hope there's flying types. It's called Fortree. Flying in grass. But, I mean, generally.
Ah, that banana fucker. I remember jumping to my suicide to get that guy shiny on my first run of Scarlet.
Banana dinosaur.
Yep. Cause I remember towards like like any game area, I was like fucking around just exploring.
Yeah, you
When
found a
I
shiny
see
one.
that fuck, yeah, he just like took off from a cliff and I jumped right after him.
Wait. Oh, Scarlet and Violet, you said.
Yeah.
That's what I love about the new ones, though. Like Arceus, like it's so cool seeing them so in the overworld like that. I've been waiting for that for so long. And Sword and Shield did not do it justice by any means. And then you can't even get them shiny. You don't even tell if they're shiny until you get them or in battle. At least I think Scarlet and Violet fixed that. I'm not sure. Yeah, they did. Because the last thing I did on Scarlet and Violet was I was horde hunting or a Buizel, I think, and I got a shiny one. Or Floatzel, sorry, Floatzel. And he did. They appear in the overworld. Unlike Scarlet and Violet. Which, when I found that out, I was like, that's really bad! Because Arceus, getting a shiny is so cool. Just, you don't even have to, like, be present for it. Just hearing that, ding, you know what I mean? Like, because there's ample times where I'll just hear it. And I'm just like, yay! I'm sorry, like every time I get a shiny, even if it's something I have, I get giddy as fuck. I don't know why we love fucking alternate colored Pokemon that aren't any better, but god, the amount of people in the community that just fucking waste time on Pokemon to get shinies.
It's like my mom doesn't understand why like even now I go like dead ass winter weather to the park for community days. I'm like, ma, shiny Pokemon.
Yeah, parents, they wouldn't understand. It's understandable. There's an entire Pokemon song on this fucking CD that's all about that. Playing Pokemon and the parent doesn't understand.
It's so funny. I think I mentioned it before. The mom I met at the park, she already reached my level in about a year. That took me 5 years to do.
Yeah. Finally, after another million years.
Oh, this bitch. At first I thought it was a guy until I realized the big titty she had.
Winona. Yeah. The last one is very feminine, even though you can tell it's a man. Wallace. The last gym leader. That's feminish looking. Yeah, there's a lot of characters in Pokemon or anime in general that look very feminine that aren't. It's very. I don't know why Japanese people are into that like thing. Like why they make characters like Haku where they're girly looking but boys or whatever. Because there's plenty of animes that do that, and it's interesting. But at the same time, like why?
Oh boy, I just experienced that fucking chill for jumping from really high amounts of hunger.
Oh, the stomach drop feeling. Oh, I hate that feeling.
Yes.
I hate that.
Like it says you play a little bit of rice. You play a little bit of rice. I'm still in the first area, and I climb all the way to the top hunting raptors. And I jump down to the waterfall area from up there.
Yep, I get that all the time in any game. Oh my god, it's even worse in games that you're like Spider-Man, for instance. I love that game, but every second his stomach drops for me because I'm swinging across.
I still have yet to play number 2, but the first one was amazing. I couldn't put
I
it
need to,
down.
yes, I need to beat the first one, and then, because I was so focused on doing all the side content, collectible stuff, because of how much I was enjoying the swinging. So much so that I love that game more than Batman Arkham Asylum, and I love Arkham Asylum.
I couldn't get into Arkham. I tried playing some of the games. For me, it wasn't my cup of tea.
The later ones definitely aren't, because the first one was fun enough, and then I tried Night, and I see why people hate it, the Batmobile. But, like, I put a few hours into Night, and I just couldn't, and that was like, I remember buying it too, they carded me and everything.
That was the one I played, because I think they gave it away on Plus, and I downloaded it, and there was a part in the very beginning where I had to, like, drive the Batmobile.
Use the Batmobile. Mm-hmm.
I rage quit. I rage quit and deleted the game.
I literally did a few missions, and then I started doing side stuff with the Batmobile, and I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was cool because I haven't played all the Batman games, so that was like the first time I really experienced something like that. So it was neat at first, but then I realized how I hated it. Because yeah, I haven't played any of the others.
Enjoyed was the Tall Tale Batman game. I think I was able to play that one through Plus as well.
Yes, I hear that is very good, and it works for Batman because of the detective shit. Yeah, it works for Batman. And I like that you're Bruce Wayne, that you play as Bruce Wayne. I think that's really cool.
Yep, there's only a few times you actually play as Batman, but majority of the time you are.
You're Bruce. Yeah, you're Bruce Wayne. I've seen people play it, and I think that's interesting.
Yeah, because I platinumed that game on the PS4. Because like some of the Telltale games, after experiencing the Walking Dead, I'm like, this is really well done. I loved it. I tried out.
I need to play it.
Batman, and then through the library, I played the Wolf Among Us. Because the library has the comics. I don't know if it was a comic, and I read the comic was pretty good, and the video game too, it wasn't that bad.
I have not played it, but I hear good things about that too.
Yeah, those games are really good. I haven't played the other Telltale games. I think they made a Game of Thrones one. I haven't played it.
Yeah, I wanna do The Walking Dead sometime on stream.
I want to watch you play now. Granted, I might do a little bit bad gaming considering what you might do.
Yeah, that's fine. No, as long as it's really the first one. The second one I haven't experienced yet. So the first one you could be like, hey, go do that. Or if you want to see a certain result, like I can let you guys dictate results in the games. Even the second one, just don't tell me what happens. Yeah. Like if you want a certain path, tell me, I'll do it.
Yeah, cause like, what is it? Do you also have it too? The Definite Edition that was on the PSN. Like, they got it at sale a while back.
I think I would have to look.
Where it has all of them. It also has the Michonne DLC included into it.
I would have to look.
Because it pretty much it enhances the game because you can play the OG way or the updated visuals. I played it with the updated visuals. It wasn't that bad. Cause I know the for some odd reason, Telltale, no matter if you play it digitally or physically, there's just some parts in the game that are just kind of like wonky. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like you or the game. It's just, I guess just the way the game was programmed. Like certain parts, it's just like acts up.
Yeah. Interesting. No, I gotta look. I think I did, but I gotta look.
I could probably look on mine and check to see if your account pops up. If you played it, that means you probably do have it.
I mean, I generally buy games and don't always play them. So if I bought it, I wouldn't have played it because I haven't played The Walking Dead since the Xbox. But I may have bought it. I just don't know if I did.
Yeah, because I know. Granted, I don't have VR, but it was because it was free on Plus. I do have also the Walking Dead VR game that came out a while back, or a long time ago, I should say by now.
Yes, I've heard. I still have the fucking ear from Survival Instinct. The Daryl Dixon game.
Oh god.
I still have that ear.
How excited and happy we were for it and being so disappointed after playing it.
Well, let's go collect gas. Let's go and get some freaking gas. You got a couple routes you can drive down. Oh no, you wasted gas. Now you got to go and fight.
And Brett, you do show up on it for people who played it.
Oh shit, do I? I don't
Yeah.
remember ever playing it.
Because this says owns game, friends who play owns game 3. You show up, and then my other 2 friends show up on here.
I may have played it years ago when I first bought it then and just barely did anything in it, but I know I thought I owned it.
Yeah, because the Indefinite series, it has all
Yeah.
4 games.
I was
So
gonna say,
think
I thought
it's
I
a
owned
lot cheaper than having to buy them separate.
it. Oh yeah. Okay, stalker. Weirdo. Of course you call me after I beat a gym, you fucking stalker. Yahoo! 2 more badges!
Alright.
And then I gotta trade some Pokemon over because my team is Garbo, and I don't feel like really putting too much effort at the end. And that's what I did with my other Ruby, the Japanese one. So I'm just probably gonna just trade a couple Pokemon over to beat the damn Elite Four. Because I got Pokemon going from 20s, 30s, and fucking 40. One, I'm focusing more Crobat than I am, and Kadabra than I am anything else. Combuskin is seriously not one of my favorites at all. But he's seeing no light right now, unfortunately, because he had no good real moves. And yes, he has HMs, but again, I don't like having slaves, specifically people that I pull in and out just to use moves. And then he had Ember and Peck. So he had no good moves for a while. I taught him Overheat just so he can have some more offense until he learns Flamethrower and evolves and starts learning, and then learns a better fighting move. Because he's got Rock Smoosh. So I'm just waiting, because he hasn't really learned anything. And I haven't been leveling him that much, but he's just been struggling. Yes, granted, I'm rushing and he's in areas that he's not meant for now. But it's just he hasn't, unfortunately, he's just been struggling with a lot of things. I don't know if I have a good name. I think his when I was fighting fucking the third guy, he was struggling to take down Magnemite with Ember. Like, I don't know if his fucking stats are horrible or what. I know he's a physical attacker, but good lord, man. And he had his fighting attacks weren't even doing any damage against it either, like Rock Smash. That move is weak, but he just wasn't holding his weight, even against early gym, like fucking Watson, I think his name is. The electric gym lead. The other 3 gyms are kind of meh. Then again, I don't really remember a lot of gyms, aside for the first 2. It's the games I played the most. Funny enough, I love Diamond and Pearl, and I played those games even less at this point now, I think, than this game. Because I generally don't replay too many Pokemon games. Gen 1 and 2, yes, but like the newer ones and like Gen 4 on, I usually make a file and keep it. So I like rarely replay those. The amount of times I played Gen 1, even as an adult, on Game Boy even, was trading to myself. You can like Irving, me and him will always still be playing Pokemon, and I'd be sitting there predominantly playing older Gen Pokemon games over the modern ones more. And I remember Heart Gold and Soul Silver, when that was popular, I was completing the decks, and I had to play Gen 3. That was the first time I beat Gen 3. It was around the time of Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Yeah, you could tell that as a kid back in middle school, that's when Gen 3 came out for us, because we were in middle school in 04. And that just wasn't my cup of tea. And at that time, maybe I was like, well, no one really plays it, because Irving and me didn't really hang out on the regular, and all my friends stopped. So maybe at the time I thought I wasn't into it. No, oh no, I stuck with it and loved it still. And Diamond and Pearl came out and fell in love with that. Heart Gold came out and I fell in love with that even more because Gen 2 is my favorite. And it was just like, okay, nope, my love revitalized. It's just Gen 3 is not my thing. And it's evident here. Even though I beat the game 3 times, twice fully, in third if you want to count the Japanese Ruby, which all I did was the end. This is my 3rd technical full playthrough, and I'm still like, ugh. The rushing, it doesn't help either because it's making me not think as much, and the moment I got on stream, I feel like once people are watching me, it puts more that puts that more strain on me, and I want to do better. So that's why you're seeing a lot of fails. Anytime people watch me or I'm at work, I do worse for some reason because it's a public thing, or just because that's just how introverted and awkward I am. That's my awkward nature. That's like, so if that's why I feel I'm better by myself or when I'm not being watched. I get very, especially when I'm driving with somebody.
It's like, Brett, it'll be like if you're playing on your own in your bed, just sitting around the match.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have struggled on that gym, not the trainer, but like the puzzles. For whatever reason, the fuck that I was having dumbass issues with. That and my instance in the beginning of the stream where I was like trying to find the one place and I kept walking around like a dumbass because I kept talking and kept getting sidetracked. That's another problem I have, is talking too much. While you guys prefer that, because that's makes the Twitch and everything, but it's like the gameplay suffers. So it's like it's a catch-22. Either you get no talking and pure gameplay, or you get talking and no gameplay. Personally, most people probably prefer the talking. But I still need some sort of visual in the background so people aren't just watching nothing. You know what I mean? Who's gonna want to watch a stream if it's just the person talking and a webcam and a blank screen?
Yeah.
That's why I mean, I wouldn't mind having a talking stream. Like I did the one time where I showed off my YouTube channel as like an anniversary thing to show how much I've grown. I did that. Like I can always do like a commentary thing. I don't mind small slice of life like IRL streams where I show off like my channel and shit, because I've done that once before for like an anniversary, and I showed off a lot of my videos, and not fully, but people like, you get to see where I started and how bad I was back then, and how shy and awkward I was, and how much more I've grown, and how much better my quality has become.
Just you better show us your porn collection.
I'll get banned. You can go look at my Facebook page and see all the shit I follow. All the Pokemon shit I follow, the Dragon Ball shit.
Yeah. So I wonder if somebody does have like a pro collection, like somebody like, here's my collection of 1984 Playboy issues all the way from July to September or December.
Yeah.
Time to hunt a Suros. I don't know if I'm saying it right. The fucking bear that eats the honey.
Yeah. Yes. Honey badger. No. Honey bear. Honey? A bear? Winnie the Pooh. Oh, bother. Hello, soul. What the fuck is my Winnie the Pooh voice? Oh, bother. Oops, I'm so bad. Oh yeah, it's surf. I have to surf. That's right. Oh, I think I did most of this route anyway, actually. Still doesn't hurt to check, not that they'd be worthwhile fighting. But I think I did most of these route anyway. Do I have any grass type? I wonder what... Oh, do you give me the miracle seed thing? There's probably a bit of end on this side that I didn't fully complete just because I didn't have surf. Yeah, so I didn't battle these two.
It's kind of funny as I'm playing Monster Hunter, hearing those OG Pokemon singing like in the background.
Yeah. I didn't mean to jump down that ledge.
How to find me this bear?
Yeah, I need to get this whole half is locked by surf, so it's definitely not done. I just jumped over a ledge. I didn't think I wanted to. That's okay.
Dogfight combo.
My God, stop with the numbers.
What numbers?
The phone numbers. Emerald forces people to give you their number on you. And it's just certain characters just want to fucking give you their number. And it's just extra line of dialogue that I just don't want to sit through sometimes. I have very weird impatience. And it just annoys me. That's all. And I don't really care for them to constantly call me and tell me they lost to a Caterpie or something, like Gen 2.
Oh, I remember that.
The only problem with Emerald is it's forced on you.
Don't forget to call your mama.
In Emerald? Is that a thing? Is that...
No, for Gen 2.
Oh, yes.
Somebody, oh, yeah,
Yeah.
fisherman, like, don't forget to call your mom.
Yes, for the money. That and she buys you shit.
I just remember seeing, like, somebody made a little meme or comic where, like, all the money you give her, she spends at a strip club.
She has to make a worth somewhere. No wonder, I mean, how else are you? She's gifting you those plushies that she gifts you. And all those other things. She has to make money somehow. Borrow yours, but at the same time, it's also...
True.
Yeah. That makes sense. Saves your money for you, but then spends it on shit.
what's next in the adventure?
Getting ready to deal with Magma and Aqua, or whatever it is. I think next. Is it's around the time where I'm gonna deal with them and go get the legendary. So I beat Mount Pyre, I got the magma thing. Now I gotta go and stop them from trying to take the submarine boat or whatever, and then eventually I go to their hideout. And yeah. So now I gotta proc them taking the boat. What they're gonna do. It's not Sleepport. Yeah, it is Sleepport. Hate this time. Hate it, hate it. Hate it, hate it. Mount Pyre, or Mount Shimmer. there then, I guess. I thought I already did that.
Just got an F for Dragon Ball Daima.
Nice.
Didn't get a new episode drop this week?
Probably. Again, I'm waiting a while. No.
I was like,
like-
so like you can watch it in a row.
Yeah, because one of the weeks they took off for holidays, and I just haven't watched since. I was watching it week to week, and I'm gonna easily forget that sometimes that it drops week to week. But also at the same time, I kind of just want to wait at this point now, and I haven't seen anything online about spoilers, luckily, so I'm just trying to wait it out, and I'll be able to watch a bunch. That's what I did with Super after a while, instead of waiting week to week. First I was, but then I couldn't do that. I get very impatient, and when I want something, I get very annoying. So I don't wanna be fighting wanting to watch Dragon Ball on top of wanting to get my event carts for Pokemon on top of wanting to play Monster Hunter with now because that's coming out. It's just like when I want something, I want something. So I'm trying to fight wanting to watch Dragon Ball right now. Because that would put off me wanting to play this. Because I'd be more focused on that. Granted, yes, it's 20 minutes. You know what I mean? I watch it once, whatever. But then I'll probably just want to watch all the episodes in order again so I can get a refresher, then watch the new episode. That's why I want to wait. Week to week is also hard for me to remember a lot, so I tend to go over and watch previous episodes anyway, and I was binge watching a ton of older episodes of Daima on top of watching the new one, so it's in my head. I want to be able to binge a bunch and then and then be able to remember what happened, not forget minor things because there's a week in between. It's a lot of information sometimes, and it is good. I'm liking Daima. I just want to be able to enjoy it in a bunch of batches. I will regardless support Dragon Ball, no matter what, even with all the shit I talked on Daima. It's only because I just think Dragon Ball needs to end because it's going on purely for the sake of money at this point, and Akira's gone. I get Daima was his literal last work, so this needs to be it though. And it's not, unfortunately, because I've known this for a long time. They wrote this online and, stated this, that they have rooms dedicated purely for Dragon Ball, whether it's manga, anime, video games, figurines, everything. So it will not die. It's not going to die until Toei is gone. Because even they weren't...
Like, whenever I hear Toei, I think of Toho. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, not my Godzilla. Because at times they sound alike.
Because Toei, Bird Studio, and whatever else he owned. Because even they didn't really care for... even they critiqued and, changed a shit ton of his editors. Like, a lot of Dragon Ball has been heavily redone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know why they want to continue it if there's parts of the original Dragon Ball that they edited so much, or changed so much. Like, originally, for instance, 19 and 20 were meant to be the big bad of the, the Android arc. Then they changed it with 17 and 18, and then they changed it again to Cell. Even with Dragon Ball, they wanted it to continue, and that's why it did. Akira didn't. He was originally planning it to end and be a smaller show. Because in most modern, shonen, most characters don't age. If you actually pay attention to a lot of shonen, most characters do not age. They don't have much of an age gap. Like, Naruto is one of the few that actually has, like, an age gap. Most animes, most shonen don't. Dragon Ball did. And at the time, like, that was a big thing, a big deal. Goku or a character aging. Like, Goku went from a child to a full-on adult. That's not a common thing in shonen. Like, go look at Yu Yu Hakusho, for instance. Yusuke is a delinquent teenager, but at the end of the show, he's 18 only. Not much of a growth. You know what I mean? Like, even Naruto didn't age that much. It was only 2 years, but it felt like a significant jump. Look at Ash, and that's not even shonen. Pokemon. Look at Pokemon. That's not even shonen. And has he aged once? No. I mean, even like a lot of your characters too are drawn young. Like, for instance, I was gonna say Kagome. She is 16 and only 18 by the final act half at the end. And then God knows how many years it's a time skip for Yashahime, but that's about the extent of it. Kagome is an adult now, but that's not shonen. It's not the same shonen. It's a different type of shonen. It's a shonen for girls. Hence why Inuyasha's dubbed Dragon Ball for females, because that's the type of the publication that Inuyasha's in is actually geared towards women. Shonen Sunday, or whatever it is. It's for young girls, while shonen anime like DBZ is for young boys.
Oh yeah, fully where I read some of the manga publication, they have released some mangas here, and it's hardcore considered for girls. You know, some of the stories are not that bad.
Like, when I found that out, I'm like, huh, Inuyasha's guy. I knew a lot of my friends liked Inuyasha. Like, a lot of us did. I was like, huh. Weird. Doesn't look like a girly show to me.
Surprised that has their own manga publishing magazine that Shonen Jump does in Japan.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Inuyasha's a shonen in some way, just not it's just not published by Jump. It's published by a different shonen manga. Shonen Sunday, I believe. But like, yeah, all your popular shit, Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball, all those, One Piece, Naruto, they're all shonen manga. Even, all your popular crap, My Hero, everything. That's why I kind of like some of the minor shit like Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, stuff that aren't anywhere near as extravagant. Shonen's good, but it's a little... They usually are the long shits. In, like, Naruto, Dragon Ball, One Piece.
Yeah.
Is this girl on crack? Looks like she's ready to run right into me. Some glasses. I've got a fire in me, baby. I can't stand it. I have to battle. That's why you were looking like you had to pee. I've never seen a fucking Pokemon trainer just jogging in place like that. I've seen them moving, but I've never seen them move in place like that. It's so weird. like little fireballs like you. Please don't call me that again.
Huh? Oh,
I beat an NPC who literally just said, I like little fireballs like you. I'm in a volcano. Don't ever say that again, dude. I like little fireballs like you. The fuck? Are you hitting on me? I'll take a beauty hitting on me, even though it's weird because my character's also 10, and then girls in this game be like, ah, you're so cute. And it's like, thanks. Combuskin, no, how dare you live, don't die. How dare you. You killed Combuskin. You won't get away with this. Oh, sorry, the line is, I won't let you get away with this. That, and you have to add in the sound effects of him sounding like he's taking a shit.
wonder if you'll be able to easily find the Master Ball now.
That Jagged Pass, that's why I'm not finding. I didn't find it. They went the Mount higher. I went there instead. Alright. Sorry, Emerald is not a game I'm used to. They changed things like that. Because they added both Aqua and Magma into the game, that you take care of both instead of just one or the other. The fucking hideout swap. Proc them taking the fucking submarine so I can get in their hideout, and I'm just like, why? And then I fucking was trying to figure out where their other hideout was, and I knew it was near the volcano, obviously, but I was at Mount Pyre instead of the Jagged Pass. I should also go and buy the repellent.
That might be useful to have.
Yes, it is. Let's give you that. Sure. I'll buy 90. I'll buy a 70-something Great Balls while I'm at it. Just future legendary catches. So I will be getting them too, just the third set, just because I do need as many sets of things, legendary-wise, to go on up. Because I have the other set from Ruby for everything, but I still need a second Groudon, just because he needs to go over to Fire and Leaf Green. So I will be getting the set in here, that'll give me, because I didn't get the Rayquaza in my other game, so I will be getting the second Rayquaza, the other Kyogre, and the second Groudon to go over to Fire and Leaf Green. And then I have that Japanese Groudon, so technically I already have 2 Groudons. Because I stole the Japanese Ruby's Groudon.
It's like, welcome to the party. In Go, I have I think 20 Groudons from the raids. Granted, most of them are crap, but I have them as trade phones when people want to lucky trades.
Yeah. I gotta go through the other way.
But no, the bear grabbed me.
Go right! I'm holding right and my character's going up and down. Fucking D-pads, man. Maybe make them individual buttons, you know? Still can't make good D-pads, can you? I don't mind the together D-pad, but it's annoying when I'm trying to go a direction and my character just wants to go up or down because of the fucking diagonal, even though I'm not even hitting diagonal. I'm literally holding right. But there's times where I'm just like, oh no, I'm gonna go up and down. There's times where I'm trying to get out of the grass and my character, instead of going left or right, he'll just go up or down. I'm just like, why? I wish I knew the game, but start having a map check every 20 years.
been 25 years and he's still checking the map.
Legend has it, the map is still checked.
Sorry, pussycat, I don't capture, I kill.
Kitty. Normal. Tom fucks. Why did I run into you if I have a repellent?
It's a good question. He's level 15 and you're like, what, level 22?
I was about to say. Apparently it wear off. Man, I gotta pay better attention, because I was looking right at the screen and did not notice it wore off. I was about to say, why am I running into a numble that's, like, lower than me? Yeah, I was about to say. There's a lot of times where I miss it. I don't know. Maybe it pops up so fast I hit A or something because I'm doing other actions. Toxic! For now, I have fly. There you go, now I have toxic. I could fucking murder shit. I don't normally use toxic, but why not?
Come on, bro, don't be toxic.
Oh, but I want to be Britney Spears. Man. It's one of her sexier videos. Not a good song to me, but she did look sexy in that video. Ah, Britney Spears back when I found her attractive. She still got it, but her face isn't as good, unfortunately, because of all the crap that she's been through.
Okay, I want to say from the girls that we all used to enjoy back then, between what, her, Hildy, Christina Aguilera, she got hit the worst with the drama and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I can still see it. Her body's still nice. But her face aged, unfortunately. Then again, she's also a mom and had that whole ordeal, and with her dad and her family, and all the and anything else from the record deals, and any drama from the limelight, and being famous, and probably getting hit on, and probably the guys she's dated, like Justin Timberlake and whoever else. You know what I mean? There's probably been a lot on her.
Yeah.
I understand it. It's crazy how what your own family will do to you with fucking for money. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucked up how, like, at times money shows, like, somebody's true nature.
Yep.
I'd rather be poor people I could trust than be rich people I can't trust.
Exactly. I also would be getting... I'm already really nice as is, and oh my god, the amount of people that would be annoying me for money if I was rich. I don't mind. I would literally buy you shit, like a car, a house, if I was rich enough. But, you know, then everybody and their brother is gonna be like, can I get that? All the friends that I have, you know what I mean, that ask me for anything, they would be like, oh, you're rich!
Yeah.
You know, I would get a lot of those people that I think are my friends, but then in reality, they'll all be like, can I get some money? Like how everyone, like Mike, how all the high school friends we had are all just using me. It'd be like that again, but with my money now.
That, for a good example, also be like supply.
Yes, that too. Like, I know you and Mercer and Angel, they wouldn't be doing that. You guys would not be like, can I get this? Can I get that? You may want something and ask, but you're not going to be literally every 2 seconds. And then like, I buy you a place. I wouldn't expect Mercer to go, oh, he didn't buy me a house. Supply maybe. I don't supply. I can literally see. Sad thing is it sad that I could see supply wanting to guilt trip me for if I was rich?
Yeah, cause like I picked on what is it on last time before he got blocked from the Discord thing.
Mm-hmm.
How he was like complaining about his PS4 controller with the drift. I think he was expecting something like, all right, I got you. I'll help you get a new controller. But nobody said anything to that.
And even if that was his intent, I wasn't gonna fucking buy him one. Fuck that. But I kind of see that, yeah, a lot of the times. Sometimes I'll even do that. I'll be like, oh, fuck this, and I'm hoping maybe I can get spoiled, but I'm not trying to do that either. Like,
Yeah.
But no, supply, it felt like that. I was like, thinking in the back of my mind, I'm like, you're not wanting me to get you something, supply, are you? Because I'm not getting you a controller. I already literally support Irving on his consoles. Like, fuck no. I support
Yeah,
my
'cause,
console online and you. I'm not buying him any.
Yeah, because fucking what's gonna say, it's kind of like what is it with if somebody was hardcore trying to use it like that, you know, I'll speak my mind about it. I won't be quiet. Like I was like half
Oh,
the
yeah.
people we thought were good friends of ours, but only came by when you had all the
Money
food and
or
shit. to snack
food,
on.
yes.
Yeah.
And,
Like,
and I'm
still
gullible.
feel like,
And I'm gullible. I didn't know that they were using me until way later. Go on.
I still find it complete like hardcore bullshit is that for like the moment, like for the good while, it's like drive period, they all just stop coming around. Just mainly you and me, like once in a blue moon, Tom would show up.
Yep. Yeah. I agree. I just wanted to be nice. And make friends, and that's the reason why I don't care to make friends now. Because I put in a lot of effort only to get fucked. Am I the
I
best
can't
person?
think-
No, but it hurts, yeah.
I think that's why like you and me pretty much have been like so close for so many years now, just the way you are with each other.
Yep. And I know me and you have had moments where get in odds or whatever all friends do, but like we rarely fight. I don't think me and you have had a legitimate argument. Besides maybe
No,
you got
no.
tired of me, maybe you'll get tired of me complaining and I sound like a child or something.
It's always been
Or
small
whatever.
shit. It's never been anything major.
Yeah, because I know you've jumped in and was like, all right, calm the fuck down when you hear me going on. Like, I know you, like, sometimes you don't like hearing me. And I do get pretty baby sometimes. But it's, yeah, we've never had a legitimate argument. Like, me and Tom have gotten at odds with each other, calling each other cunt, dicks, whatever. But me and you, not that I ever know aware of.
No.
I may say you're an asshole or something, but I don't think we've legitimately actually had a fight.
No, we never had anything like major.
And we're literally as close as me to my brothers are. Like you're a legitimate fifth child in my family.
Yeah.
'Cause that's
Dude,
what it
it's like
feels
that.
like.
Because like fucking like, you know, I felt kind of like happy, but still kind of sad, like your dad passing, but your mom calling me her other child.
Yes, that made me happy to hear. Well, my parents thought you of one, and I've never seen my parents connect with one of my friends on that level. Like my friends, same thing with like some of Greg's close friends. Like they all are like, they're children to them because like my brother's friend Kyle and all that, and a lot of the people that were there. Like that's why she was so like. Same with Alicia and Anthony and them. Like yeah, like they're all. She guys treated you like children, all of you. It also helped that you were over every day, all day, and did the same things I did. We walked to school. You know.
Yeah, we were glued together for the most part.
We were an item without being an item. So much so, like, I remember hanging out with Alicia every day, back when we hung out, and everyone thought we were dating. I'm like, never once did I get that with you, though. I'd gladly say, yeah, he's my fucking Mexican lover, as I tell anybody. I'd say, fuck yeah, we're gay. Then people would know we're best friends immediately afterward. Because best friends... sometimes the best of friends are always gay. They don't, like, out of, like, I'm not fucking him, but, like, sometimes best friends are, like, they'll say gay shit to each other. That's just how close we are.
That is true.
Like, I don't sit there and... I'll sit there and say Irving's my lover. Like, I love him, but I don't find him sexually, but yes. We'll say some weird shit, talk gay shit. just because they're close. And then we'll talk about
Yeah,
winning.
because like when it comes to the people, you know, like I mentioned before, if I notice it, like the way they ask about something, I might say something to you about it.
Yeah.
But like otherwise, like a small thing here and there, just cause like just being nice, it's not like so bad. Like with fucking like Mercer, getting him like the Monster Hunter Iceborne, at least that way he could play with us.
Yeah.
He's like somebody who's always coming around asking for shit.
Yeah,
Like,
and
I
see,
probably would have.
yes, and I did that of my own volition. I wanted to get someone else into something that I love. And plus, like, I do want to, like, and plus Mercer bonded with me, so I feel, like, that makes me happy to hear that someone actually enjoys me enough. So I just, it's kind of a repayment.
I was able to, like, spy that,
Yes, I was gonna say,
why
thank you.
sometimes, like, the fucking, like, little bundles at times are, like, they usually will be more expensive, times fucking cheaper. Like, with the girl I told you about, like, my ex, Izzy, like, yeah, I was still dating her, like, when you got me the PS4, like, in the very beginning. And, like, when, we were on a date, when fucking the PS4, I just barely had it, like, the first week. I forget, well, because we had a thing where we'll go to the movies, and we'll watch a movie, and, like, either somebody will buy the ticket, but whoever buys the ticket, that means the other person will buy the food, and we'll, like switch it, because Izzy was the first girl I dated where she did not want me to pay for the full date. She wanted to do her half as well. Any other girl, like Rosie, she was expecting me to pay for everything. Like my dumbass, at like the final breakup, I was still buying her food at the college. And cause like back in like the final breakup, me like an idiot, I was still trying to see if I could like get back with her. And like me like an idiot, I would buy her food, but she'll ignore me. Only come to me when she needed food. And people like Irving, quit being a dumbass. Stop buying her food. And I remember the way she acted the moment I said no to her for asking for me to get her something from downstairs. Beautiful. Just the way she kept looking my way, getting all like aggravated, like why is he not buying me what I want?
Yes, exactly.
But like fuck, back to the Izzy thing. I mentioned Izzy before, but like before, either I think it was before or after the movie, we were inside GameStop, and I was gonna get the Resident Evil 7 for the PS4. I think it was like a used copy. I think that was like 50 or 40 bucks. And then she spotted and she got it for me, brand new, Resident Evil 7 Good Edition with all the DLCs included, for like 20 bucks.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it was awesome, but it still doesn't make sense. It's like, why is something that has a lot more, usually a lot more expensive, a lot cheaper compared to like a fucking used copy at GameStop?
Right.
Well, freaking also, like, in the same time, I don't try to, like, abuse always asking for stuff here and there. Cause I mainly ask for some stuff because I know I'll be gaming with you, or something I know I'm gonna be playing for a good while. So otherwise, to the library I go to check out the game.
No, you don't. You don't ask a lot.
The only time it seems like it's a chance if I ask for something and then forget about it, it follows up with another game.
Yeah, that was, well, yes. Because I've been planning to get us both the Tales game, and then that hit me, that Monster was coming out. I was like, well, fuck, I need to pre-order this because I want it. I don't want to risk losing any collector bonus if it had any, and that's a steelbook. I don't want to risk that, so I pre-ordered it both. And good thing is pre-orders go is they don't make you pay until it's ready to ship. So I have time to make up a couple checks in the meantime.
Yeah.
Man.
But also, like, at the same time, too, in the price settings, at least you were able to confirm it and all that shit before. Because I don't know if scalpers are gonna get in the way of that game. Once it's closer to release date, like they did with Final Fantasy and Rebirth.
Oh yeah, probably will.
Because, like, fucking at least. Do you think this steel case is pretty cheap considering I think most of them are like a little bit more expensive?
Yes, it wasn't that bad at all. Most games bump it to 100.
Yeah.
When they give you a steel book. This wasn't.
Because when I saw it, I was kind of surprised. I'm like, holy shit! It's not like charging you an arm and a leg. It's like, I think like what, $10 at least more than the regular copy was.
was like 90. It was like 80, 90 something. Wasn't bad. Wasn't even 90. Should have been around $70 to $80 at most. Because yeah, it was $10 more, and most games now were 70.
Yep. Because I know people are saying that they might charge, what is it, with GTA 6, people are saying that, at least the company's like, they should probably be charging like maybe like $80 or $100 for GTA 6. Like, that's ridiculous. When the fuck is gonna pay that much for like a basic game?
Are they making this game that big that they need to pay for extra plus online features? Like seriously? Monster Hunter has a lot going on online wise.
Yeah, like I have no idea about GTA. Granted, I'm kind of curious about it. Granted, I'm not really like a big GTA player. I enjoyed the ones we had back on the PS2 and the ones on the PSP. They were fun for the most part. But I'm like, oh, GTA, yeah, let's play.
Yeah, I know.
I
Same.
think, was it you or Greg who owned GTA 4 and the 360? I know we played it for a little bit, but we didn't like go like into it. We only like play a little bit, and that was it.
Could have been Greg. I don't remember getting, besides the PSP ones, I don't remember getting any GTAs. Yeah. He was the one that started with the franchise to begin with, so it would make more sense to me.
Yeah, because I have GTA 5 on the PS3. The guys in the Anime Club gave me his copy. You know what? Fucking have it. Because back when my my 360 broke, and then my cousin gave me the PS3. A friend of mine hooked me up with some of his PS3 games. Like, you know what? You might as well have it, because if I take it to GameStop, I'm not even gonna get that much out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And the one was GTA 5. I played, but like, you know, I own it now. I only play a little bit of the beginning, and that was it. Every time I get past the beginning, I just stop. It's like, so some reason, it doesn't really like hold my attention like other people do.
Yeah, understandable.
And also, when I think about it too, I kind of feel like if I'm like the little brother compared to you, considering you're a little bit older by like a few months, because I pretty much got mainly your hand-me-downs throughout the years of like middle school to high school when it came to the gaming stuff.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. My seconds.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Cause like, what is it? What is it? The DS I had the likes. I think you forgot I had it. No,
yeah,
no, that
PSP,
was the PSP.
PSP
the DS
was.
Lite, the DS Lite. I think there was like an issue wrong with the DS Lite, and you had your mom get you a whole new one, and you're like, fuck it, you might as well have the fucked up one. I can't remember exactly what was wrong with it, but it held up for me for the most part.
Yep. Yeah, then mine's in the same boat now.
I think the issue might have been because it was flappy
Mine is.
Might have been the issue.
I don't remember my original with that, but my current one, my light, it's floppy now. That is now. It's L button's busted. It's floppy. Its top screen has pixelated error, which means a lot of the pixels are dead in it. And then the line got worse, too. It started small and then it got thicker. So eventually, if I look at it now, it's probably bigger. Even though I haven't played on it. That's another reason why I can't play on DS anymore. It's too small, but also that my old DS is fucked. That's why I bought a DS, the original, because the Game Boy Advance slot, and it came with a capture card, and it's the only way I was originally planning to do Game Boy Advance. Then I looked into my Analog Pocket, because I don't like that the other DS, the DS, not the 3DS, my 3DS can transmit audio just fine with the cable, but it's a 3DS, it doesn't have the GBA slot. The other one requires you to have the stream cable connected to it for the footage, as well as a audio cable in the jack port for the audio. I don't know what the motherboard has on it that prevented the sound being transmitted via a cable, but it's annoying and very uncomfortable. Watch the first couple episodes of Sapphire, you'll hear it. The first literal episode, because I was watching a bit of it earlier to see where I got my shiny Zigzagoon in, I think it's part 3. He's literally like, I was counting it too. I think I got him in literally like 20 or 30, 20 something encounters from the beginning. Not including the rival battle or you know, the encounter with your starter, because that could be shiny. But I think in less than a 25 encounters, I got a shiny Zigzagoon. I was actually like, wow, that's actually pretty quick. But yes, parts 1 and 2 are very... Go ahead. If people watch parts 1...
I go to the bathroom.
Go ahead. Because yeah, if people watch parts 1 and 2 of Sapphire, or maybe the first several parts, you'll notice the audio is shit. But specifically part 1, which gets fixed by part 2, my audio is very, very bad. Like, game audio. You'll notice that it's different quality compared to what it is now, because I'm using an HDMI. That's another thing. It doesn't transmit sound through the fucking cable that connects it to my computer to stream it, and I have to have a program open also. This I don't. It's a lot convenient, and I can play all the Game Boy games, including Game Boy Advance. So I'll take it. Plus Game Gear. Which is why I splurged on Dragon Ball, the Legacy series. I wanted to make use of a several $100 console, plus a 99, or not several hundred, it was only like 200, 300, was it? It was expensive, but not that expensive. Maybe 200. But then the $99 fucking dock. Which, yeah, you need to stream. Because it's a Switch. Game Boy Switch, basically. Same exact gimmick. Got a dock to charge and play it on TV, but then it's also handheld. The cool thing about this, though, is I could swap between the screen types. You got SPs, the original Game Boy Advance, and analog pockets. Sometimes it's nice to look at it like this, but then I realize how bad it hurts after my eyes. And then this is even worse. I don't know how I did it. Like SPs, it looks better on the Game Boy itself than this. But for some reason, this hurts my eyes more than this. Also the colors. Look how much better the color is. It just shows they've improved significantly. And then, boom. Like I didn't even realize how different the colors were until I got this. I was like, holy shit. SP looks a lot better. But I don't like how it looks like on this. And then if I do that in handheld mode, it doesn't look as good to me either. I think it just looks better on those specific console rather than this one. At the time, my eyes didn't really get bothered by it, but now that I've played so long without it, and on modern games now, that it's hard to look at. But for anyone who does want it, I could do it for a little while. Give you that old school vibe. I wonder if it changes other things besides the picture. I wonder if it actually changes like audio. No, don't sound like it. Yeah, see, it just looks so fucking bad. Looks even worse on OBS. Ugh. At least in my angle. On my angle, the pixels, I could see lines going through the screen. Like, on OBS. The picture, you could see like these lines, dark lines going through the screen. That looks so weird. I wonder if this is as pronounced. Yeah, there's lines on this. It's really bad. And I don't mean the crosshatch and Game Boy lines. I mean like dark, weird pixels that only I can see on OBS. Weirdly enough. It just looks like streaks across my screen. It looks really weird. Yeah, I don't know what SP101 is. I don't know what games would have another non-original Game Boy Advance. SP, what does that even mean? Because there's original makes it out to seem like there's another version. even the GBA, like original GBA makes sense, but then there's SP. Like, what does original mean? Because there's multiple SPs, and then I know there's the SP, and then there's one with a brighter backlight. Which I have. Because there's the light, the first one was like a weaker one, but it had a backlight. The one I have is an upped backlight. It's a little stronger, kind of like how the DS Lite, DS Lite, and all the upped consoles that are a little better. But I don't know why they say original. It just makes it out to seem like there's other versions of it. And I don't know what the 101 means. That definitely also makes it seem like there's oh, come on! I didn't want to do all that. You fucking had to fucking status me, making me waste time. I don't want to waste time. Oh. I like this expanded cavern though, they didn't have in Ruby and Sapphire. But I don't at the same time. It's because it's just additional shit and I just want to progress. That's why I didn't like Fire Red and Leaf Green's post game. At all. What did I miss? Miss. Oops. I battled both of you. I don't know what you guys are doing with these machines.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome forward.
You gotta do Mango first before you do Team Aqua.
We got a what now?
You gotta do Team Magma first before you do Team Aqua.
Yes. Because they're blocking that hideout and told me I have to come here. What did you do to deserve the guard posting? Be a shitty grunt? I don't know. I mean, maybe the fact that you have a fucking Zubat? That might be why. Don't go complaining about your shitty-ass job when you have a shitty-ass Pokemon, bud. Shitty-ass Pokemon that evolves into one of my favorites. And I'm not a big fan of Golbat either. Its fucking design is weird. It's one of the few Pokemon I actually care about its design, or dislike its design. I don't really go off design too much. I more or less like typing and or just the idea of it. I like Crobat's design, but I also like the flying poison typing, and I love flying types, and some of the birds like Pidgeot in them, so Crobat's hit that niche for me, because he's actually powerful, decently powerful. And he's fucking fast. I love it. I mean, it gets me to use poison. Not really care for that type in general, but he is pretty good. What are their tanks doing in here? Oh, they're not tanks.
You
They're
know
drills.
what? I just noticed that they're drills. I just thought they were like machines.
I thought they were
Locked
tanks.
on the ground.
I thought they were straight up tanks. But no, they're fucking